Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I'm Ventus SG, and in this video, we're going to be going over the top 6 most damaging Strike Super attacks. I went down the list with all of the Strike Super attacks I've got with Kyra. She's my 125 Strike Super character, and I'm going to be showing you all those damaging attacks. We're going to be going from the weakest to the strongest. Alright, so coming in at number 6, we have Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush. So, regular Sonic Rush, let's see the damage. 3,992 points of damage. So let's see that thing in Fighting Pose B. Fighting Pose B enhances your strike supers, or your strike attacks regardless. So with Fighting Pose B, it's going to do a total of 4,392 points of damage. Let's go ahead and power up into Super Saiyan with it. Let's wait for Fighting Pose to go away. Alright, so regular Super Saiyan now for Sonic Rush. $4,792 with Super Saiyan 3. Now let's do it Super Saiyan 3 with Fighting Pose B. It's going to do 5,192 points of damage. That is Sonic Rush. Alright, howling in at number 5, Neo Wolf Fang Fist. Let's see the damage on it base. My god, 4,476 points of base damage. Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's see that in Fighting Pose B. 4,927 points of damage. Alright, let's see it in Super Saiyan 3. Wait for the Fighting Pose to wear away. Alright, Neo Wolf Fang Fist. 5,376 points of damage. Now let's go ahead and use Fighting Pose B. Alright, let's see this. 5,827 points of damage on Neo Wolf Fang Fist with Fighting Pose B and Super Saiyan 3. Alright, crashing its way to the party at number 4, we have Meteor Crash. Let's see Meteor Crash base. 4,570 points of base damage. Let's go Fighting Pose B. 5,030 points of damage with Fighting Pose B. Now, Super Saiyan 3. And wait for Fighting Pose B to go away. Alright. Holy, 5,490 points of damage. Now, Fighting Pose B and Super Saiyan 3. Oh god. 5,950 points of damage. Almost 6,000 damage on Meteor Crash, Super Saiyan 3, and Fighting Pose B. Okay, assaulting this list at number 3, we have Kaio-Ken Assault. Regular Kaio-Ken Assault damage. Be nice if I locked onto my target first. Alright, Kaio-Ken Assault. That's 2. 3. Bomb. And 5. 5,492 points of base damage of Kaio-Ken Assault. Let's try it with Fighting Pose B. Alright, Fighting Pose B, Kaio-Ken Assault. In the 5th hit, 6,041 points of damage with Kaio-Ken Assault. Now let's try it in Super Saiyan 3. Alright, Super Saiyan 3 alone. First hit, second hit, looking good. Third hit, fourth hit. 6,592 points of damage. of Super Saiyan 3 Kaio-Ken Assault. Now let's try it with Fighting Pose B coupled with Super Saiyan 3. This is going to be maximum damage. Oh gosh. Already at 1,000. 2,200. 3,800. 7,141 points of damage on Kaio-Ken Assault. That's very nearly 10,000 points of damage. Wow! Flying in at number 2, Super Dragonflight. Now, Super Dragonflight is a weird one. If you do it by itself, it's not going to do very much damage. What you got to do is you got to spam it twice. Hit it once and then hit it once more. Watch this. So it's going to be... That's Super Dragonflight. By itself, 2,997 points of damage. The only reason why I put it on the list is because you can do this with it. Right there. You see that? So if you hit it twice in a row, it's going to do 5,994 points of damage. Let's see that in Fighting Pose B. $6,594 points of damage. Let's go Super Saiyan 3. Alright, Fighting Pose B, go away. Wish there was a way to take your reinforcement skills away. Alright, so let's see it in Super Saiyan 3. 7,192 points of damage. Okay, Fighting Pose B in Super Saiyan 3 with Super Dragonflight. I'm as anxious as you are to see the damage. 7,792 points of damage. Super Dragonflight. Okay. Exploding its way into the number 1 spot, the most damaging strike super attack on the list. Dynamite Kick. Now, Dynamite Kick is a weird one. If you just do it, it won't do that much damage. Looks pitiful, right? What you are literally going to have to do, because this move is almost like an ultimate attack. Heavy stamina break your opponent, and then charge this baby up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 6,611 points of damage. And that's holding the triangle button, charging it up. Alright, so let's see it with Fighting Pose B. And let's send him to the ground with a heavy smash. And let's charge this puppy up. Oh gosh. 7,279 points of damage with Fighting Pose B. Holy crap. Let's go Super Saiyan 3. And let's send Trunksy to the ground. And let's charge it up. 7,936 points of damage. Wow. Now, combine it with Fighting Pose B.
Thank you.
Charge it up. Oh gosh. 8,603 points of damage. Dynamite Kick. Okay, so there you have, everybody, the top 6 most damaging strike supers. Let me know your comments down below, your thoughts and opinions on these moves. Which of these moves that you guys use on a daily basis, which of them that you know links into another move to make an ultimate sort of combo attack. I would love to hear that down in the comments so I can check it out on another video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.
Hitting 50 levels deep.